Teri, you were part of Truth Be Told's very first class, and Natalie started that class in February of 2000. So could you tell me, why did you take that class? What led you to do that?
Okay. In my heart, I believe it was God that wanted me to go to that class, because I didn't like going to classes, and I walked down to it, and then I started to go back to my dorm, and then I went back. That's when God was putting things in my life to show me He was real. And it was just something about the name of it, too. Truth Be Told. Yeah, that's what I could say. I was having a hard time at the time, But when I went in there, honestly, I didn't care for it at first, But I just kept going back, Something just kept making me go back. And I didn't like telling stories. So I sat there and just listened to everybody. I didn't want to tell my story.
What did you get from that experience?
Oh, Lord. First off, I got a hug. That made me feel good. I learned how to breathe, and I learned most of all how to open up my closet. And then I started telling a little bit of my story, little baby steps. Yeah. And that's something I've never done, tell my story. That was something I never wanted to do, was tell my past. I've always kept that inside me as a child. And, but I remember in the visiting room, just, when I called you on it for you to tell your story, that's when I really realized, if you can sit there and tell your story, then I can tell my story. I don't know, Carol, it was just, if Truth Be Told was a hard class to deal with at first, it was really hard, and something, I learned, I didn't write things down because, I didn't want my stories on paper, because to me that was like, I got you. I got something on you, and I didn't want like evidence. When I went to your class, my prison time was almost over, but having to relive my past, that was hard. That was hard. And remembering parts of my past. Some of the things you guys would have us talk about, as we were growing up as children, that was the hardest, things I forgot, then I remembered, and it was like I was reliving it again. But I knew I was safe in that class, with you, with everybody there. That was the hardest. And it's not so hard today because of that class, Yeah. But reliving my past is the hardest of all. Besides being away from my children, that was another hard thing.
How would you say you're different by being a part of Truth Be Told since 2000?
Oh, Lord, I'm a lot different. I tell people how I can finally say that my closet, the doors are completely open now. It's brought me closer to my family, my children. My heart is different. The way I see life's different. When I'm having bad times, I call you guys. Yeah, Truth Be Told, it's my family, my new family now. I've learned they've taught me to let go, to forgive. I've forgiven my father. I talk to my father now. It's taught me a lot. I love my kids with my life. I love who I am today. I'm clean. I'm in remission. I feel alive. I feel great. And I thank that to Truth Be Told. Because if you guys didn't come in my life when you were a kid, I don't know what would happen to me. Or just knowing I had somebody out there, another family that cared for me. You know, that's the main thing about truth be told. They make you feel like they're your family, you know, and that means the world to me. You know, when I get upset, I can call instead of calling my other family. You know, I called you guys, you know, and that feels great. So good to know I have a clean family that loves me, and it's just amazing. You know, I've gotten married since then and doing good. I feel good. I would have never got married. I mean, it's amazing. Learn how to live the right way, you know.
How did that feel to you that we had a fund that we named after you?
God, that was a miracle. Made me feel good. You know, that made me feel good. But what really made me feel good was seeing people donate money to it. You know, that's what really felt good. Yeah. Seeing that people were donating money to it because they listen. You know, these people listen and they see the change in us.